Tourism is a $1 trillion industry and a major driver of many economies globally. While the USA and China realized more than $100 billion annually from tourism, India racked up to $3 billion in 2023. I wondered how much of this large industry comes to Africa. Egypt ranked first in Africa, making 12.2 billion US dollars from tourism. Morocco and South Africa also raked in billions of US dollars in 2022. Rwanda doesn't make so much from tourism compared to Egypt and Morocco, but back in 2019, they realized more than $400 million from the tourism sector alone. A very outstanding feat for a landlocked country with no enchanting blue beaches and world wonders. Nigeria, on the other hand, despite having beautiful landscapes and sceneries and way more resources, remain complacent with tourism. But Nigeria is a bigger country than Rwanda, so maybe it's a little difficult to focus on the tourism industry holistically. I visited Kigali twice and I can tell you for a fact that it's beautiful and I love it there. It's past midnight.
Yeah, I'm on the street of Akwa Ibom.
I'm just roaming on the streets of Akwa Ibom. It's so calm and safe. I'm not even feeling...
It feels like Rwanda.
Yeah, it feels like Rwanda. So I've been in Akwa Ibom for a few days now, and it's starting to dawn on me that Akwa Ibom has the potential to become what Kigali has become in Africa. If you've ever been to Rwanda, you would note that one of those things that makes Rwanda special is safety. Kigali is one of Africa's safest cities, and that's similar to Uyo. Akwa Ibom is clearly one of Nigeria's safest cities and probably the safest city in the whole Niger Delta region. Also, cleanliness. Kigali is also Africa's cleanest city, one of Africa's cleanest city. Also in Nigeria, Akwa Ibom is Nigeria's cleanest city. That's another similarity between these two cities. So you can see that I'm onto something, that Akwa Ibom has that opportunity to actually make great use of the tourism advantage that they have. Also, airline. Rwanda has their own airline. Akwa Ibom also have their own airline. If properly harnessed, Akwa Ibom has the opportunity to generate billions of naira annually from tourism. Yeah, so for Rwanda, they had a very dark past where they had the 1994 genocide and, many of their indigenes or citizens actually lost their lives. They've been able to turn it into instruments of learning where they take out a week every month of April annually to actually remember and educate people and the coming generation about the importance of forgiveness and moving forward, basically. Nigeria has similar history. Akwa Ibom in particular, they have their fair share of the dark past during the colonial era where people were taken away in slave ships, people were tortured, maltreated, and stored. There's somewhere in Ikotabasi where they used to store slaves, a small space that was meant to take like 50 slaves. They ended up putting about 150 slaves in there. So all of these are also stuff that they can convert into instruments of learning that people can also travel down to Akwa Ibom to know about, learn about, and be informed. Rwanda founded Rwanda to become their national carrier. Akwa Ibom State also founded Ibom Air some years ago, and Ibom Air has been doing pretty well. Currently, Ibom Air is Nigeria's #1 airline in terms of flight cancellations and delay. They do the least cancellations, least delays. This is something that Ibom Air can capitalize on because Ibom Air flies to Ghana now. So imagine flying directly from Ghana to Akwa Ibom, exploring all of these things and going back into Ghana. So Akwa Ibom needs to actually harness these things, this tourism advantage that they have, and make the best of it. And you're probably asking yourself, what will you be coming here to see? They have the longest sand beach in West Africa, Ibeno Beach. I literally just got back from Ibeno Beach today, and it was really nice seeing that long stretch of water. And things are actually cheap on the beach, like from getting goat's meat pepper soup for like $1, getting nkwobi for $5, palm wine about $0.4. Like everything is cheap, 400 naira, 200 naira, 600 naira. You can easily get things that you need out there. And if you come on like a weekend, whenever it's bubbly, you definitely have a lot of fun there in Ibeno Beach. Hopefully very soon resorts will be built along that coastal line so that the state can actually make a lot more money for themselves on that coastal front. The Ibom Icon Golf Resort is also a home away from home resort tucked away in Akwa Ibom, and it isn't getting much publicity or hype. It is really one very nice place I visited, and it reminded me of IITA in Ibadan, a resort-like research institute in Ibadan, where I've actually, gone to spend many of my weekends when I got tired of the everyday stress in Lagos, and I want some peace. I'm just going to go there and bask in nature. I might do a video on that later as well on the channel because I haven't been there in a very long time. When I used to go there, I didn't have a YouTube channel and I couldn't share it with you guys. I couldn't also explore Ibom Icon because they wanted me to pay a few of 100,000 naira to fly my drone, and I didn't have. I mean, I couldn't afford it. Also, I didn't spend the night there because I also couldn't afford it because it's quite pricey. But if you ask me, a golf resort, a very nice hotel, marina, and good. I mean, it's. I believe it's worth the price, but it's too much of an investment for me right now. So, and it's also one of the reasons why we ask people to subscribe to the channel, because ideally, when they see the subscriber count and they see the audience that we have on our platforms, it's easy for them to want to collaborate with us and have us feature their businesses. But well, until when I have enough money to actually go back to Akwa Ibom and show you guys what Ibom Icon looks like, I'll do that. But yeah, that is not the purpose of this video. If you followed this channel since my first ever video, I've always spoken very highly of Rwanda and Rwandans. I met Marceline, a Rwandan, one night at the bonfire in Gisenyi, and he invited me over to his house the following week to have lunch. I also met Zuzu. Zuzu is also a Rwandan, but I met her in Uganda when I was stranded at night, and she helped me find my way to my Airbnb. So there's a certain kind of hospitality and love that I've felt, while in Rwanda and from Rwandans, even outside Rwanda, that I haven't felt anywhere else until I got to Akwa Ibom. The people of Akwa Ibom are very friendly, they are easygoing, and they simply remind me of my time in Rwanda. Jimmy, for example, is a driver. I met him while exploring Akwa Ibom, and he was the one that drove me to Ikot Abasi. And after seeing how terrible some of our ancestors and forefathers were treated, and it made us feel very bad. And after we left Ikot Abasi, he took me to his village to have palm wine and granuts with locals, just to relax and ease the tension from what we had already witnessed. Now you see how similar that is to what Marceline did in Rwanda. So while Akwa Ibom is similar to Kigali, something makes it stand out. If you had guessed food, then you are very correct, because you see, Akwa Ibom is one of those states in Nigeria with so many delicious delicacies. God, I ate and ate and ate while I was here. From afang soup to edika ikong to atama, white soup, fisherman soup, and my personal favorite one, ekpan. Cooking tours will be a great way to integrate tourists into the city and what it represents and what it stands for. Just as people visit Italy and go for pasta cooking classes and pay lots of euros for it. I mean, I've seen people travel to countries and actually go for cooking classes, cooking tours, and pay heavily for it. So Akwa Ibom is also called the land of promise. And one positive step towards fulfilling that promise is to open the state up to tourism and capitalize on all the things that they already have and tell us this story, so that the world knows of the rich culture, history, and beauty of this land. Like, everything is here. All they have to do is tell the story. But I suggest we do not wait on the government. We have to play our part. I have played mine by making a couple of videos, and it's time for you to do yours by liking this video and sharing it to whatever media platform you have access to. When we get it going, I'm pretty sure the government will have no choice but to catch up with the pace. And if it's your first time on this channel, thank you for watching and devoting your time to this video. I'm glad you care about the progress and future of tourism in Nigeria and Africa as much as I do. I'd appreciate if you subscribe to the channel and turn on the post notifications so that you know when I drop more similar videos like this. Keep spreading positivity, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.